Hey, welcome to Liquid Lunch on a Tuesday. It's me, Hugh, and we got a couple of great guests lined up for the show today, starting with Ali Ispahany. Ali, thanks for making the trip down from Woodbridge today.
Thank you for having me.
And we're going to find out about denim industries and mass mobile apps, and we've got some video here to kind of get us rolling here. So
Sure.
why don't we watch that and we'll come back in.
Sounds good.
It was 4 years ago that Denim Industries first opened its doors. The concept for this business is to offer a vast selection of premium denim at great value. By focusing on the most innovative current fashion trends, I was able to grow my business. But I realized that in order to achieve the type of success that I envisioned for my store, I need to have more contact with my customers. I began to search the web for a program that was fresh, informative, and would further my brand. Since customer service has always been a primary component to the store's success, I knew it would continue to be key. I needed something that my customers would find value in and provide them with a level of service superior to what my competition was doing. I spent some time evaluating the different options available to me, but they were either too costly, time-consuming, or didn't promote my brand effectively to my customers. Upon further research, I came across a webpage from massmobileapps.com. It incorporated a number of features that some of the other programs missed, like push notifications that allowed me to send messages directly to my customers' cell phones. I can also showcase my products, inform customers of events and promotions. Since this app is totally customizable, I am able to set up a loyalty point system that my customers find value in. And that's the incentive that keeps them returning. That's the thing that I love. Upon implementing my customizable loyalty app, it has taken my business and has branded it on the leading app stores, giving my business recognition of being innovative and current. Mass Mobile Apps has also given me the opportunity to connect with my customers in ways that I didn't think were even possible. It has increased my interaction with them, and it is based on their feedback that I am able to deliver an amazing shopping experience from beginning to end. My name is Danny Champa, and I use Mass Mobile Apps.
Okay, so there's the testimonial and a couple of commercials, and it sounds pretty exciting, Ali. And especially, you're the president of Denim Industries,
Yes.
is that correct? Which is a retail store.
Retail clothing store.
And you're the founder of Mass Mobile Apps.
Yes.
And so it looks like your career seems to be maybe changing direction a little
Shifting.
bit. Shifting, pivoting.
Sure.
So, I'm just curious, what's the story of Denim Industries, or your story? How did you come to, first of all, get into retail in the first place?
Well, I've been in retail for the better part of 25 years. Started with a couple of beach stores up at Wasaga Beach when I was 19. Then morphed into a more traditional bricks and mortar. Had some stores in Queen Street, Square One, Vaughan Mills, Yonge Street. And then we moved up north where we are now with Denim Industries. So retail has always been in my DNA. And that's really what pushed me into Mass Mobile. We were looking for a way to connect with our customers. We were doing a bunch of social media marketing like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that kind of stuff, sending out emails, but it just wasn't as effective because there's a lot of noise now when you're trying to market to your customers.
So much noise.
They have a lot of options. So we were looking at ways how could we increase sales and at the same point connect better with our customers or engage them in a better way. Did a little bit of research online and discovered that businesses with rewards programs tend to do about 20% more than businesses without. So that was my aha moment where I said, okay, I'm going to implement a loyalty program in my retail operation. I was looking for those plastic cards, making a nice VIP kind of card for my customers. And then I looked at my own wallet and I have 20 credit cards and bank cards and all these other rewards cards. And I don't want any more plastic in my wallet. So my iPhone was right beside it, and that kind of set me off looking for an app. Initially it was just for my own business for the retail stores. But then it morphed into what it is today, which is a fully functioning platform where we can build apps without any kind of coding knowledge. So anybody, a layman can log onto our system and use our platform and build an app from start to finish.
So people could actually build their own apps.
Correct.
Using your system.
Absolutely.
So I'm just curious because, did you have to, it's a different skill set to run a retail store than to develop.
Yes.
Do you have coding skills, or how did you even figure out what to do?
I've always been a self-taught techie. I've always been into computers ever since I was a kid. We didn't have computers really I think in the early '90s when they first started coming out, the internet was born. But always technology was always my thing. So yeah, just basically doing some research. I don't program myself, but I am versed enough to have a conversation with someone that does. So we were looking for developers. We found a company. We went through a couple of developers locally, and we found a team that now works for us exclusively offshore, and all the development work is done offshore in India, where labor rates are a heck of a lot cheaper than they are over on this side of the water.
Well, let me ask you about that, because it just seems to me, because there's a lot of people get that kind of development work done in India. Like, how is it in terms of being able to, and you're not in the same room, you can't sit down around a table with them, although we got all those other online tools, but is it as easy to communicate with a team offshore like that in order to get...
Today, it's much easier. 3-4 years ago when we started, it was much more difficult finding the right tools, but with things like Skype, and we use other online video tools, it's much easier. The only difference, the real difficulty, is the time zones. I'm usually up till 1-2 in the morning having my conversations with my team over there, and they're up late as well. So we do get the work done, but it just sleep is not a luxury that I have at this point. A lot of so.
Now, it's I think it's a great thing that you started developing the app or the apps from the point of view of your own need as a retail business.
Yes, absolutely.
So with these, your platform, is it really just for retail businesses?
No, it's morphed. That's one of our competitive advantages in any conversations we have with people that are coming on board.
Yeah.
There are other platforms, obviously. I think there's about 40 or 50 in the entire world. I believe we're the only Canadian company that offers a do-it-yourself app building platform. I don't think there's anyone else based in Canada that does that. But we have that competitive advantage in the sense that I have designed and curated the whole program from the perspective of user, and we still use it today in our own store.
Right.
So we use that app as our kind of a guinea pig where we test all the new features and that kind of stuff. So we know what a merchant's looking for as far as what kind of tools and features we can provide. So that's a real benefit to people that when we've designed the platform and the people that come on board.
Okay, so it's not just for merchants necessarily. Like, what other kinds of businesses or users could develop apps on your system?
Yeah, it's not just retail. It started off that way.
Yeah.
But it's now gone to so much more. We do hotels. We've got musicians. We've actually got John Schneider, one of our white label resellers, has him as a client and use our platform to build his app. I'm not sure if you know who he is. Back in the day, the Dukes of Hazzard, Bo and Luke Duke, one of the Duke boys. Anyways,
But he's a musician.
he's a musician
right?
and an actor.
Okay.
And an actor, so we built his app on our platform. Restaurants, hair salons, really any type of business that's looking for mobile. Any business, I would venture to say that even if you're looking to build the next Facebook, a tool like us can give you an MVP, which is a minimal viable product that you can take to your investors or whoever you're trying to develop the app for, without having to spend tens of thousands of dollars in developing costs. Right? You can build it initially on our platform and see what kind of feedback you get, and then decide if you want to make that jump into that large capital expense.
So can I ask you what's it built on? Is it like, what kind of programming environment?
It's cloud-based.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cloud-based. So we use JavaScript and C. I'm not familiar with the exact programming language, but we use, obviously the most latest tools available to us today.
So are these, once somebody builds their app, is it scalable?
Absolutely.
On your platform?
Absolutely. Yeah, we use our servers are Amazon, which is hosted in the States. So it's very. We picked them for a reason because it's easy to scale. Traditional servers like GoDaddy or whatever, you pay for a certain amount of space. With Amazon, you're able to scale. So if you have 1,000 users today and tomorrow 100,000, it just automatically bumps you and scales your app.
So okay, obviously for retailers, for musicians, but is it all about loyalty programs, or does it go beyond that even?
It goes beyond that. So we have the whole premise, the whole platform is built around loyalty. How do you get people? Again, it's another channel today. Apps, to get people to download an app is a bit of a challenge. And how do you get them to stay on their phone? People download apps all the time, and 2 or 3 days later they're gone. So we use the hook of loyalty to keep these apps on people's devices. If you've got was a Google study that I read somewhere that said that 84% of people with some sort of rewards or points inside of an app will not delete it. So we use that hook. So we've got 8 or 9 different types of rewards programs built into our platform. You can pick and choose which ones you want to use, but they're there.
Yeah, I noticed 8 different kinds of rewards.
We've added one
programs.
since that video was made.
So there's 9 different. Like, are
As of
these
today,
are these kind of like standard? You know, I'm not that familiar. I didn't realize there was as many as 9 different kinds of loyalty programs.
So
even.
just off the top of my head, the usual suspects: digital punch cards, like the coffee cards, where you buy one, get a stamp, and get 9 buy 9 get your 10 free. We've got transactional based rewards where that's based on spend. So you come in and spend $100, and you can give them a percentage back in rewards of what they spent. Points where they can generate, I'd spend $1 and get 10 points, and then after so many points, they get a free ice cream cone or whatever. We've got action points where you can incentivize them for sharing content from your app. For example, if you send out a push notification, or if you got an image or an item that you're highlighting, if anyone shares it, you can incentivize them for doing that. Referral rewards where you can incentivize your clients for sharing your business, your app with people in their own network. So there's quite a few of them.
And so that's kind of like a functionality or a feature.
Yes,
right? Now,
absolutely.
are there other features
There's lots of features
that you're really pleased about?
Yeah, there's lots of features. We've got a fully functioning e-commerce module where you can actually build an e-commerce store. You can have it hosted on the web as well as directly in the app.
So is it sort of like device agnostic in that sense?
Yeah, it's cloud-based again.
Like,
So
is it- No, but you know what I mean? Like, you build it once, it works on your phone, but there's the web page.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Same system. So you're not doing the work twice, like one
Right.
for your website and one for the app. No,
Yeah.
it's the same system.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, cool. So what are some of the other features that it'll do?
Yeah, we've got appointment bookings for like hair salons or that kind of business. We've got a hotel booking feature where you can actually have small hotels use our whole platform to house their inventory of rooms. We're just launching now a gift card module, which we're very excited about, where people will be actually able to sell gift cards right through the app and share them with friends or family, or buy them for themselves. There's obviously the e-commerce portion, the loyalty, scheduling, which is a great tool.
Yeah.
We've got an employee scheduler where employees can actually clock in with the app when they get to 30 meters of your business. It'll send them a push notification saying, "Hey, you want to clock in?" When they clock in, when they leave the area, it will automatically clock them out.
So that's for employees, but you can do the same thing with customers, I suppose.
Customers,
right?
you can set up. We have a geofencing notification system so that you can actually set up a geofenced area, and when people go through it, you can send a push notification.
Wow. Okay. So how does it work? Like, if somebody out there is thinking about trying this, it just seems like there's a lot of possibilities, almost endless possibilities.
Absolutely.
In terms of designing your app. Like, how does it work? Is it kind of drag and drop type
The
thing?
features are drag and drop, so you can turn those things on or off as you need them. Obviously, a retail boutique is not going to need a food ordering system, so you can just basically turn it off with a flick of a switch. If people are interested in getting an app for their business, I mean, mobile is today. It's no longer something that you need to look at for tomorrow. Everyone's on their smartphones. So if your business doesn't have a mobile strategy, it's important that you look at one.
Well, just that one stat alone that you cited, 20%
Yes,
of they do 20% better
More.
if they got a loyalty program.
exactly.
Right.
That's not even saying an app. That's just rewards.
Right. Yeah, but that's the way you got to go
Absolutely.
now, right? Like, yeah, it doesn't. Who wants more plastic in the wallet, like you say?
Absolutely.
So, and then just curious, like, how does billing work? Like,
It's a subscription-based model.
Okay.
So you pay $80 a month, and then you get all access to our features. You have your own back office login where you can manage the app. You can update the screens. You can send push notifications. You can have access to everyone that's downloaded your app. All that kind of stuff.
so if somebody, and what about people are always coming up with new features, or do you take feedback from your clients
Absolutely.
about new developments?
Absolutely. So we have two business models where we actually sell apps to small businesses that require an app for their business. And now what we've done is we've white labeled our platform. So we've got white label resellers that can use our platform, license it, and put their own name on it and sell to their own clients. So we work with our white label reseller partners, and they get obviously feedback from their clients, and they say, we need feature X that we don't have today. What's it going to take to build? How much is it going to cost? How long will it take? So we do that kind of stuff a lot.
So that really sounds like, this kind of business has huge potential, right?
Absolutely.
I mean,
Absolutely.
and if you're the only one in Canada doing it,
Well, the business model is that we're the only Canadian company that's doing it that I know of. But it's, you don't have to be. We have customers all over the world. We've got customers in Australia, in Malaysia. 90% of our business is done in the U.S. So I don't have to be there physically, based in Toronto, to do business with someone in Los Angeles, for example. So anybody can go anywhere.
Now, there's other platforms, right?
Yes, there is.
That people can use. So what would you say makes yours, distinguishes it from everybody else?
I think the experience that I bring to what we brought to the table as far as designing the platform is a real bonus, and that we do a lot of research as to our competitors, and everyone that's we've had a lot of people come from other platforms to our platform, and everyone that's seen our platform, I would say 100% of the people that have seen our platform compared to what they've come from have just been blown away by what we've got to offer. The other ones that I know of, the biggest one in the business is a company based in San Diego. They were in Silicon Valley, but they moved, and I think they're doing $15 million a year annually in sales. But there were a bunch of guys that got out of university and programming. They know programming, and they thought of cool things to a system to build an app building tool. But they didn't have any real world experience. They didn't ever use their product, right? So they would sell it. They want a feature. They would say, okay, let's put in feature X. But they would never understand how it would be used in the real world.
In the real business.
Exactly.
But you're coming at it from retail. So
Exactly.
you know exactly at a gut level
Right.
what you want your app to be doing
Absolutely.
for your business, right?
Correct.
So what's the website? I'm actually excited about this. I want to get it.
Sure.
Go and check it out. What's the website?
It's www.massmobileapps.com.
Okay. And then I just want to, what's the experience for somebody going on there right now, for somebody that's watching this, and they want to go on there, they're going to go on the website, then what do they do? How do they get started?
There's a contact us link at the top of the screen there. Depending on what they want to do, if they're looking for information as to getting an app for their business, we need to set up a conversation where I would get on a call with them, go through the platform, understand what they're looking to do with the app, and then try to build something that would fit their needs.
But is there not, are there videos on there or something where people can get an idea of what's possible?
We have a white label site of tutorial videos that house all of our features, and obviously once you come on board with us, we have a whole bunch of resources that they can have access to as well.
So I mean, you said it starts at $80 a month.
That's the monthly fee, but there is a one-time setup fee we charge to design, build, and publish the app.
Yeah.
That's $1,500. And that's one time, and that builds both the Apple and the Android app.
But that's you doing all the work.
We do everything
for somebody who wants to actually.
If they want to actually build it,
dirty.
So they would start start basically with the $80 a month plan, and they'd get tutorial videos. They'd be able to go in and build their own app. What we've done also is we've developed a technology today that we actually applied for a patent for about a year ago. So we should be hopefully in the next 6 months getting a patent on that, and it's proprietary technology where, if you look at the other people in the space, the other builders in the space, they all have some sort of template or layout that you choose from. Say, I want this layout, and you put your pictures and your color scheme into that layout. We've developed something now where you can start with a blank canvas and basically design an image, say in Photoshop or another image editing tool, import that image into our system, and basically map out functionality on the screen. So design a little hotspot and say, when someone touches this area of the screen, it goes to this feature. So you've got unlimited flexibility. There's
full control over the user experience,
exactly.
Right? I'm sure there's a lot of people who have tried to do stuff like this. They've signed up for different kinds of apps and stuff like that. I'm just, I guess, asking about the learning curve on something like this, because a lot of times people get started and they run into some roadblocks and they kind of lose interest.
It happens.
Yeah, but I mean, how do you approach the whole
like
learning
anything?
curve
It's software, right? There is a learning curve. The first time you look at it, it may look like it's Chinese to you, but after an hour and a half, it's designed from our perspective.
Yeah.
I'm not a coder by trade, but I am, fairly good with the computer. But it's been designed to be easy to use and easy to understand once you understand the flow of it. When you come on board with us, we give you a training session, and then you also have access to our support team.
Yeah.
And again, the tutorial videos are there for you at your own pace.
Wow, sounds great. I want to try it.
Absolutely.
Maybe we should do white labeling here from that channel.
Sure.
So I'm interested
We'll
in
get
just
you that.
checking it out.
Sure.
You can go get all that info on the website, right?
Absolutely.
Massmobileapps.com.
That's right.
And if people want to go and get some jeans, of course, they
Denim
can go to the
Ministries,
store.
corner of Bathurst and Rutherford. Download our app and you'll get reward points just for coming in.
See, look at that,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Okay, Ali, this has been great. I'm
Thank
really
you very
excited to check this out, basketballlabs.com. So thanks for coming in today.
Thanks
and
for having me.
letting us know about it.
Appreciate it.
All right, well, we're going to take a little break here on Liquid Lunch. We got more coming up right after this, so we'll see you on the other side.
Need your very own loyalty app? Contact us today. We can help. Custom loyalty apps made affordable. Mass mobile apps. Contact us today. We can help.